I would like to say, I don't know how I can draft an ordinance that's going to enforce the problem that you got. You know, I know that I've been asked about the possibility of, you know, can we put cameras up to observe people that are doing that? Honestly, I think that's unenforceable. Number one, I don't think you want to pay your police officers to be spending their time viewing hours and hours and hours of videotape to figure out which person threw a trash bag in or didn't. And then you'd have to also establish that the person that threw it in is associated with the car that shows up, and trying to identify those individuals is very difficult. I don't, obviously you have a recycling ordinance. I have not looked at it in a long time. I'm sure that what's going on is not allowed by that ordinance, but it's a question of enforcement. I don't know how you can enforce it. I think your problem is that I think so many people have gotten used to using that as a free trash service anymore that you can't fix the problem unless you eliminate the recycling service entirely for a while and then come up with a different plan, because I really think that's your problem. I think that I think in this economy, people don't want to pay for trash service. This is a convenient place to dump it and they don't have to pay for it. That's what your problem is, flat out.
We're getting a lot of garbage too.
Well, and the problem, and what makes it worse is I know that there are people that want to have a green community, but the reality is you can't, once it's contaminated, they throw it out in the landfill anyhow. So all that plastic and all the cans that are in there that you want recycled can't be recycled. It's not even doing what you want to have done. As your solicitor, I hate to say this, but I have to recommend that you eliminate the service for a while and then research a different way to handle it, because I cannot come up with a way to enforce it. And I've talked to the chief about it, and I think Chief Carlson agrees with me that trying to have the police enforcement that would be necessary would be impossible to be able to make it work. And I'm sorry to say that, because I 100% support recycling, but there's got to be a different way to manage it. And I cannot advocate that you continue to provide free trash service for members of your community and probably people that are outside of your community that are using it for that purpose.
Yes, there is.
Probably
Some
not from
outside.
outside the community.
Yeah.
Well, regardless, I can't, there's no other way I can say it, so that's where I stand on it.
It's not getting recycled.
I think you can bring it back, but I think you have to have it go away for a while, and when you bring it back, you've got to have a different plan. I don't know what that will be, but you're not going to fix the problem that you have now unless you just eliminate it completely for a while. I don't mean to interject, Chief, did I say anything you
No,
disagree with?
that's absolutely correct, and, you know, we've gone over it with the different judges about, you know, possibly theft of services, possibly littering, no, you know, illegal dumping, no. So, yeah, everything you said's correct.
If they get it close to the dumpster, it's not illegal.
Yes, yes,
They never convict them.
yep.
I'm done.
I entertain a motion that we, at the end of the month, with regret, that we stop recycling for at least a period of 6 months, then we'll review it at that time.
We have a motion on the floor, we have a second. Second by Skip.
Question. The contract for that service, does it have a escape clause that?
Well, we're month to month. In March,
and
it actually
it's a calendar month that it's, so,
they're going to let us out of it.
okay.
We renewed in March, but it is a calendar. But they're going to let us out of it based on the problems we've had.
So they'll come in and get them out of here by the end of August and be done?
Yes. Yes.
I said, definitely regret that we have to do that.
It's a shame because a few people spoiled it for
Right.
a lot of people.
And I agree with what Brian said. If we take it away for a while, maybe people will, you know, the next time we
The only way you're gonna be able to do that is fence it in and have somebody there and
Right.
put set hours.
come up with a
You
better
know,
plan.
You
Right.
can't let people do it on their own, it just won't work.
How much is just gonna be, when we haul them out of there, how much is just gonna be dumped there where they used to be.
That'll be a different scenario.
It's a
That literally is
Yeah.
a people dumping.
Yes, it will be.
But then, again, we still have to catch them, we still have to deal with that. but-
We'll have cameras up by then.